Well, afterwards, Henry said, "I will be honest, it was a handball, but I'm not the ref. I played it, the ref allowed it." So unlike Maradona, the Frenchman was quite up front. But does that excuse what he did? Well, former Premier League star and France international midfielder David Ginola joins us in the studio. Thanks for joining us on CNN's World Sport, David.
Hello, good morning.
What on earth do you make about it?
Well, it's not really Thierry Henry. I mean, he feels sorry for the Irish, and I feel sorry for the Irish too, because they probably played the best game of the qualification round. But it's a shame to finish a game like that. You're going to South Africa, that's for sure. This is a massive relief for the French. But at the end of the game, well, my feeling was just thinking about the Irish playing so well for 90 minutes plus extra time and finishing like that. I mean, it was...
But when you see those pictures again, do you think it's a deliberate handball? Henry said it was handball. He hasn't said whether he did it on purpose or not.
It's handball first, but the ball was going out, and he took the ball...
So it's instinctive?
On game again. So I was, well, referees... not well positioned.
Should Henry have gone up to the referee and said, "Look, it was my mistake"?
No, you don't do that when you're a player. I mean, you go as far as you can. You know, it's like penalties when you're going down on the 18-yard box. I mean, it's always the same. The penalty is whistling penalty, and you know that is not a penalty. So Henry is doing his job.
So that's why Giovanni Trapattoni, the Irish manager, didn't blame Henry himself. He said the referee should have spotted
it. No, you can't blame Henry on that. I mean, he tried to do anything for his team, for his country, especially in this very important game. This is the road to South Africa. So you have to understand that...
you know Thierry, is he an honest player?
Yes, he's a very honest player, but you know, when you try anything, you know, sometimes the referee is seeing it, or he's whistling, okay, it's a fault, okay, ref, no problem. But in this case, I mean...
He's going to be embarrassed seeing that again, though, isn't he?
It's so important, when the issue of the game is so important that, as a referee, you should not allow things like that, because it's an open door for anything. So the people in the world of football, even people who are not understanding much about football, must see that as a big shame, because if you qualify your team with 2-3 goals, you win the game by 3 goals, it's fine.
Was it cheating?
But the Irish, if I was Irish yesterday night, I would have been very frustrated.
So if you're Irish, you'd say it was cheating, but as a Frenchman, no, do you think? Or?
But it depends. When you talk about cheating, obviously it's cheating because it's not part of the game, doing an handball. But at the end, if the referee doesn't see it, well, what can you do about it?
Should the referees get more help with television replays? Because within seconds, viewers around the world could clearly see it was handball.
Well, to be honest, if it was a referee behind the line, in each part of the pitch, he would have seen it straight away. But I think referees need more help on the pitch, just not to allow things like that, because obviously the referee wasn't well positioning, and he couldn't see actually the position on Thierry Henry when he actually deliberately took the ball in.
It'll be a huge talking point around the world, though, won't it?
It was very strange, you know. I was very concerned also about the commentator yesterday. They were talking after the game about the qualification, and it's nice, we're going to South Africa, fantastic. Okay, it's a massive relief for France. But at the end of the day, I was thinking, well, you should talk about it, because they play against very... honourable Irish players. They play fantastic football. They had nothing to lose. The pressure was under the French. But yesterday was it was a lot of tension on some of the games. But as a favourite, I will put always the same, because if you look at the last 4, last 5, last 6 teams of the competition, is always the same.
You don't think an African team might have more of a chance now it's in Africa for the first time?
It could be a surprise. You know, we always say that the host of the competition is always playing the best football of his life. So probably I could see Ivory Coast, quite good. Cameroon could be be nice to see an African team winning in Africa, obviously. But you will have to think about the German, Italian, the Brazilian, and even if the Argentinian they didn't play quite well in the qualification round. I mean, they obviously they will be there and they will try to win the competition as well.
We saw the controversy at the Stade de France. We've seen Algerian fans celebrating wildly after their team go through. That's such a rivalry, Egypt and Algeria. It just shows that despite the quality of the Champions League and other club football in Europe, the World Cup still is very special to fans around the world, isn't it?
Well, it's the best competition you could get in football. Egypt, Algeria was massive tension. First game, second game, you could see when you watch, image of the game. I mean, you can feel the tension and the pressure on the players. So I'm very pleased that the Algerians are qualifying for South Africa. But World Cup is something special, and it will always be.
David Ginola, it's been a delight to have you on CNN's World Sport programme. Thank you very much for joining us. The thoughts of David Ginola there.